Okay, so we have, this is Umarell. It's an Italian Pilsner that we make. It's a little smaller Italian Pils, about 4.2%. It's hopped with Sterling and Sapphire hops, and it's fermented with Czechis, and it's just nice, beautiful, prismatic, 100% naturally carb, 100% naturally, we don't use any filterings or finings. And we tend to pour these on Lukers, really kind of brightens and opens up the whole beer. Very floral, little citrus to it. Just kind of an very easy drinking, beer with a nice complement of hops to it. That's kind of our style for a lot of lagers. We make this with Admiral maltings. So it's 100% their Pilsner malt, which is 4 malted, style malt, kilned right across the bay. This is Induced Demand. It's a Montmorency cherry sour, mixed fermentation sour. It's aged in our oak foeders. It's aged about a year, and then we re-ferment it on cherries. We try to use, try to source the best fruit we can, and then we try to recapture as much aroma by fermenting with the residual sugar of the fruit. So this was 100% carb with cherries. You can tell it's nice and prismatic and bright, that we're not trying to rush anything with time. And it's very cherry, but we strive for balance. So the acid's very low, a tiny bit of funk, nothing too heavy, very refreshing is kind of the goal. And when we make fruit sours, we really want to express the fruit. So I feel like this is very close to drinking, almost fruit juice with a nice funk to it, but very dry and balanced. So all of our mixed fermentation beers, we bottle condition everything. If it's on draft, it was K conditioned. So no CO2 added to change that. And we sell these in-house or to go. We typically do about 30 cases or so, just small runs of, again, trying to express the best fruit we can. This is our 4th mixed fermentation we've released since we've been open now. We've got about 15 months of brewing that we got a nice stock going of aging. So the next one coming up is peach, which will be really pretty. The strawberry will make its return again this year, and that time is right. But you can pretty much expect, a new mixed ferm once a month. Here we have one of our West Coast IPAs, almost bright from time, and again, we don't use biofine or filtering. This is done with Nelson. It's got some mosaic in there. It's got some really great hops. It's called See the Forest. This batch features a nice little bit of pine note to it, very citrusy, great top notes to it. And these are the kind of styles we like to make, not too bitter whatsoever, very balanced bitterness, kind of round. The whole goal is to be drinkable and, kind of really refreshing. It's like if it's not balanced, you're doing it wrong. So balance is the key. This tends to be probably one of the more stronger beers we make. Most of our beers are in the 4 to 6 range. This is about 7, I think, maybe 6.8. So on the higher end for most of the styles we make. It's all Admiral malts. So we typically have a West Coast Pale or West Coast IPA on, because that's really like our favorite hoppy style to make. So try to focus on, again, very drinkable beers, but crisp, bright, as clean as you can get them. I like to ferment on the colder side, maybe closer to 60 Fahrenheit, and try to overhop them a little bit, at least in the aromatics. Shoot for 4 pounds plus. Maybe a little more than that, depending on the beer itself. And this beer was also naturally carbonated, so all our tanks are rated for high pressure. We just spooned them after dry hopping. I think that maintains a lot more aromatics in the finished beer. I think it gives it a little longer legs. But we brew an IPA about every 2 weeks, so it's usually something fresh on every 2 weeks. So this is our mixed fermentation saison aging in this fooder behind me. This is fermented with our house culture. It's over 10 years. It's made with oats, Pilsner malt, wheat, all from Admiral. And we do a Solera method, so we'll take a portion out and then put a younger portion back in and try to increase the overall age over time. So we're going on about a year now, which is really starting to show a beautiful lemon kind of note coming through.